Hello everyone and welcome back. My people, Dr. Abati cannot survive this. Like Nigerians are giving him Wotowoto. Nigerians are reacting concerning what RUBEN Abati said today about Peter Obi, as if he is now Tinubu's spokesperson, and also he is now speaking on behalf of the North, saying that how can Northerners now support Peter Obi, knowing fully well that they are not even happy about this Tinubu government. That what happened during Nigeria Biafra war has not been resolved. Because of that, Igbo man cannot be a president. And this one-time proposal from Peter Obi cannot work. The way he was saying it, he was saying it with anger, with hatred. Hey, that's why Nigerians are reacting. Like, you need to listen and hear everything they are saying here. My people, just take a listen.
See the media arching and hungry media arching prove that fools also grow old. Abati, do your work and shut up your mouth. Those of una when not feel win on a polling unit when one use Peter Obi and I'll Google kill now. RUBEN Abati, do your work and shut up your gutters. I went through your profile, see your children there abroad. Now why you dey feed the talk? Your wife yellow now so as skin they never said they follow us by only 28,000. Your prick for not the feed the rice for that rice. RUBEN Abati, do your work and shut up your mouth. Leave Peter Obi alone. Buy nanaga, go and take care of your sick son. Person say one do one time, all of una one time. Una broke us flat for grand. Peter Obi here, Peter Obi there. Are you people now seeing the state of the country? Are you people now seeing the state of the country that you have decided to use Peter Obi as your top pick? You all are shameless and jobless. You all are proofs that fools grow old too. Tinubu, hold your dogs. Send your dogs, they are backing. Now city, they have come outside. This week, as soon as they serve them, that's what we go dish give you. Useless people. Our generations face this country. And now we are trying to fix it. You people are trying to sabotage our life. I'll Google for me. This one say Peter Obi say he did not break promise. Sure, he broke his promise. Did he not live Abga? Secrets, people. Goats, Nigerians, be aware. They've even entered Instagram. I'm seeing so many comments, all of them fake pages. Idiot. That is why they did DIG Summit. That is why they gathered social media influencers just to come online and tarnish the image of Peter Obi and whitewashing the image of Tinubu. One would have thought that after such a media summit, we will be seeing the works of Tinubu. Then we say, oh, Tinubu work no they show for internet. Let's help him. They have nothing to show. No working. This media, contain we and una. Trenches, tag them. Tag all of them. Gabriel go reach. We go start on the reports on our account. Yes, country scatter. But Peter Obi is the top. He share food on one side. The devil will share food for all of you. Now see crack crown. Now see die. Now that day that they tag by your non-nigga pikin. I they shake my head. I they throw away spits. I said, let me get this guy pikin. I'm not going to talk for social media. I'll be working day and night to revamp him. Why will you focus when Peter Obi is your new child? Oh yeah, carry on now. People will not give us good governance. You will need to shut up. You will all need to shut up. It's either good governance or nothing. No other conversation. One of the idiots where go media summit. As he bet wash for waste. You can imagine what they are doing with the lives of our youth. As he bet wash, he bets be like wasting they say they commit suicide. Now in the go media summit with Tinubu. We come now and sell your mandate, we shall for you all we fall.
So when I watch that clip, even though it's a short clip, and so some people might say, okay, there might be context, other things that were said there. When I watch that clip, for me, the first thing that comes out of my mind is that it's RUBEN Abati really speaking about the North when he said Nigeria, and is he really speaking about Nigerians or is he speaking about himself? One of the things for me that I always don't want people to do is to hide under generalization. He's talking about the northern Nigeria will not want an Igbo presidency, see what a Yoruba presidency has done. When is the rest of the South supposed to pay for whatever Tinubu has done? Why would the rest of the South, the Igbo presidency, the South people pay for whatever it is that Tinubu has done? Why would even another Yoruba person pay for whatever it is that Tinubu has done? Tinubu has failed. Tinubu is a disastrous failure, and that's what it is. And that should be maintained at that. And then when also Ruben Abati comes out to say that, oh, Nigerians have an Igbo problem. I don't have an Igbo problem. And I know there are a lot of Nigerians who don't have an Igbo problem. If there are Nigerians who have an Igbo problem, those are they having an Igbo problem, not it is. What I want to hear, what I would want to see is to look at someone like Mr. Ruben Mr. Ruben Abati. I'm even combining their names. Mr. Ruben Abati, and ask him, do you have an Igbo problem? Forget about Nigerians. And I do. And this one thing I was saying, forget about Nigerians, forget about the North, forget about, it's about you. What is it? Stop generalizing. Even when I see people, I don't think Nigerians, so I say, no, it's not about Nigeria, it's you. What is it that you want to do? That's all that matters in this case. But let me tell you, by the way, this whole issue of the North, first of all, is not homogeneous. I've always said that. Sometimes when we're talking about the North, we're actually referring to the Northwest. And I can tell you right now, the conversations in the Northwest are ongoing. People are talking about Peter Obi. His messages are getting down there. You see people and you're asking them Peter Obi, they know the name, they know the person, he rings a bell. Malams are discussing him. They are discussing him to his to their students, their pupils, their disciples, and all of that. He's becoming more attractive every day. And most of these people, that people will say, oh, this, that, oh. No, it's no longer like that. It is no longer like that at all. Most of these people hunger. Don't send message. They are on social media, they are on TikTok, they're seeing what's happening, they're seeing how far behind they've been left behind, and they are revolting in their own way. You know, I used to say this thing that when Buhari leaves office, they will stone him in the North and stuff like that. The North doesn't like. People were like, oh no, you know, this is what is happening right now. Look at when his death was announced. The places where people were doing celebration was actually the northern part of the country. And recently also, I just want to see, if only I could see that particular video where someone, you know, there's this thing they do in the northern part of the country. For any event that happens, they do like a calendar. I don't know whether they do it in other parts of the part, like especially in Kano where I grew up. I don't even know that other. So they will do this calendar. So you see the picture of the different pictures of the event. They put it like a photo album, then they'll be selling it, people will be buying. I remember as a much younger person, that was what we'll get the news. We'll not be saying, oh, this happened, whether wedding, whether event, monumental event. And so this man did this whole like almanac, is it calendar or almanac, with the different pictures of the event of former President Muhammadu Buhari's burial, his death, his pictures or whatever, and people are not buying. They are angry. And it was like, oh, he hasn't sold anything. You know, that kind of thing. He hasn't sold anything. He hasn't this thing that even he that to the Buhari's government was disastrous. It's affecting that he just produced it to be able to, not that he likes him, he produced it to be able to sell, and now people are not even buying because of the strong feelings, you know, that people have. So there's a whole lot that is changing in that northern part of the country. It's not, you know, the way people are saying it, and people are just taking it on and like, oh, no, it's not. It's a whole ball game. But in the meantime, let me take us to 2022, because the whole issue of this is about the one term that Mr. Peter Obi had written about. I remember I did mention the fact that Mr. Peter Obi had always said he was going to do one term, even in 2022, even during the 2022, primaries, campaign and stuff like that. I know personally, he has spoken about that privately, and sometimes we've argued the fact that he can't be the one to say. I always wave it off with the hand to say that, okay, no be you go decide. When you are there, people will force you to be there. They will like, no, you know this thing. But he has always said it. And here's a video where 2 years ago, the same Mr. Ruben Abati was talking about this particular, one term. Maybe he has probably forgotten. And this would have been the time for him to have said, look, this man has said this before. I noticed this is not the first time. But to begin to tell us that, because the Tinubu has so much failed, and then Tinubu is representative of Yoruba presidency, and because of that, the North will not want an Igbo person, the North will want the North, or whatever that whole thing that Nigeria has an Igbo, this thing. Please, I beg, please. If we have this thing, I will always have that conversation. Let's sit down and have a Nigerian conversation and truly ask ourselves, Do we want to be together or we don't want to be together? Let regions be allowed to vote their own to say, do they want to stay or they don't want to stay? And if we're staying, everybody must be equal. No Nigeria must be more Nigerian than any Nigerian.
Have you ever wondered what it takes to be an Igbo man in Nigeria? Perhaps you should do that. Just imagine. What does it take to be an Igbo man? How does it feel to be an Igbo man in Nigeria? To give you a picture of what it looks like, I'm going to give you a few insights. Now, first of all, the first criteria to be an Igbo man is to be a human being that breathes air, that lives on oxygen just like every other person, that has 2 hands and 2 legs. But to be an Igbo man is to have a different thought to life, a different perspective to life. And then when you go through a war, fighting yourself to liberate yourself because you understand that there is a difference between your ideology and the people you are associated with. And the people you want to dissociate yourself with said, no, we must be together, citing the phrase that the unity of Nigeria is sacrosanct and Nigeria is indivisible. And they fought you to stay by force, ripping you of your wealth and giving you 20 pounds to start afresh. What they didn't know was that 3 years of fighting you, 3 years of trying to subjugate you, only prepared you to face adversity. Adversity becomes your food. Out of the ashes, you fight to become relevant. You replenish your population to the state of recognition. Now, everybody sees you are always fighting. You're always pushing. You're always wanting to be the best. In sports, you find the best. In education, you find the best. In every aspect of life, in every walks of life, you find the best there. And most times, you must find an Igbo man there. Yet, you didn't pull the gun on anybody's head to become good. You didn't tie a noose on anybody's neck to demand to be good. You just face adversity. Where people failed is where you excel. Yet, people see you and dislikes you for excelling where they fails. Where they fail. Is it their fault? Now, I, Magnus Oraka, talking, I was once a victim of a cognitiveness that says, dislike the Igbos. Why? I don't know. Everybody's hating them. I should join the bandwagon. Until I asked, I said, but what exactly did they do? Do I have personal differences with one on a one basis? Yes. Do I think they are arrogant? Yes. Do I think they can be lousy at times? Yes. But so it is everywhere. We have arrogant people in Yoruba land. We have arrogant people in Hausa land. We have arrogant people in Fulani land. As bad as one tribe is, people just choose to dislike the Igbos. Now, they said they want to go. You said, no, we must stay. Okay, fine. We will only do what we know how to do best, surviving. And how do we survive? By trading, by making ends meet, by making money for ourselves, by not begging. And they excel in this chosen life of sphere. And now, because they are citizens, they want to also rule this country, just like everybody is leading. You said no. You can be anything, but don't go to the leadership. And then you tell them, if they get this country, they will break it. Let me tell you, nobody needs Nigeria more than the Igbo man. And because they need Nigeria more, they must make Nigeria workable, environmental friendly for their businesses to thrive. Not like you that don't have a business. So whether Nigeria works or don't work, you just go and borrow money and share it among yourselves. And then you borrow and put us in debt. Look, if you find yourself hating the Igbos, it's because You are just being ideologically mischievous. You have no reasons to hate them. They don't come to your place and blow themselves up. They don't come to your place and say that everybody must convert to Christianity. They don't come to your place and say that because they are here, this place must be my land. They just come, do their businesses, take whatever they want to have or whatever they have gained and take it back home. When they pass on, they are not buried in your land. They are taken back to their land to be buried. So what exactly is the danger of an Igbo man that you feel you must be afraid of them? Plain mischief. Plain ethnic mischief. If we want them to stay, we must accord them the same rights every other citizens have. If we don't want to give them the right, then we should give them the right of secession. Let them go. Let them go. And because if they go, the south will go, the southwest will go, the middle belt will go, leaving you with nothing. Because you have trained yourself to be leeches. If Nigeria disintegrates, there will be nothing to leech on. That's why you want Nigeria to be one by all means. I'm not going to say much. I'm not doing this thing to get the sympathy of Igbos. I'm not doing this thing to let the Igbos like me. Yes, there are some very lousy ones among them. There are some very character without you find them everywhere. But that is not enough to stereotype a whole race as classifying them or being the worst in Nigeria. If we truly want Nigeria to be great, we must learn and accept the psychology of accepting the Igbos in our midst as qualified citizens. If you are a Yoruba man and you are watching this video, please, if you are a Yoruba man and you are that rational type, and you're that one that sees between light and darkness, between good and evil, one that stands in the place of truth, one that stands in the place of justice, one that stands in the place of fairness, please forgive me for this video. It's not about you. But truth must be told that growing up, I had this perception about the Yoruba people that they are educated, they have class. I mean, Owambe, they love merriment, joyous, this thing. But quite frankly, the coming of Tinubu somehow has exposed some of the most heinous, despicable set of Yoruba people one can ever dream to confront. This country is a country that belongs to everybody. Every human being has a head, 2 hands, 2 legs, and every human being has feelings. The country is in its worst precipice. Never have we had it so bad. Now, why is it that the rest of Nigeria agree totally that the country is bad, but some Yorubas believe that the country is good? Now, I call it the stupidity of tribalism. You are happy because your brother is there. That's all you gain. That's all you see. But the reality of the hardship of the situation is with you. But hey, it doesn't matter. My brother is there. Let us suffer so long as my brother is there. Now, the irony of it all is that if somebody else, if some other tribe was there, you will shout the loudest. I've said it countless. That assuming an Igbo man, assuming Tinubu is an Igbo man, with these horrendous failures, I can assure you that the Southwest would have been agog with negative criticism. But hey, it's our brother. Fine. Let's ignore that he's failing. How do we lead a country of over 375 ethnic nationalities where choice appointments are given to just one tribe? And he said, don't worry, Buhari did it before, let's do it again. To be very, very candid, there is no evil that is bigger than knowing the truth, but shying away from the truth because you are obsessed with your tribal consideration. It will not be well with you. It will never be well with you. Can I get an amen in the house? Please. It will never be well with you. The greatest stupidity is to support evil to persist while enduring the effect of the choice you made from being stupid. Now, I don't care if you are suffering alone from your stupid decisions, but involving other innocent ones like me to share in your sufferings of the stupid decisions you make is evil, if you ask me. Now, I make this video not because, well, some of you will choose to say, Magnus Oraka, you are biased, because you have been consumed by hatred. You have been consumed by bias. You have been consumed by a resolve of seeing things from the binoculars of tribalism. And therefore, everything you see is based on tribalism. So long as it doesn't contain your tribe, it's bad. When Goodluck Jonathan was president, the Southwest condemned him the most, using their print medium media propaganda to say he is weak, he's a drunkard, he's that, he's this, he's that. When shall we begin to consider merit above tribal consideration? When shall we begin to consider people with upstanding characters than tribal consideration? In a sane climb, a Tinubu should be rotting away in prison. But hey, tribalism sustains him. Religious intolerance, religious consideration sustains him. And we expect to be like Dubai. We expect to be like China. We expect to be like America. We expect to be like it. No, we cannot develop so long as these type of considerations are what fuels our decisions. You put somebody, go, just walk into state secretariat. You will see a director, one that pays the bill. Communicate with these directors. They know nothing. They know nothing about the place they head, because all they simply need to do is, okay, you write me. The one who is more qualified is one that writes the whole job for him, and then he submits it as his own, and he pays less. He collects less. We must start a process that changes this retrogression that drives this nation. We must. I call it the stupidity of tribalism, because nothing is more stupid than somebody suffering. You go and beg those who are saner. Please, but country hard though. I go figure something for you. But go back and say, no, I want the person who is causing this hardship to remain because he is my tribesman. I want the person responsible for the retrogression of this country to remain because he's my tribesman. Yet you go to the market, what you were buying, a kilo of meat was 600 during Jonathan's time. Now a kilo of meat is almost 4,000 naira. Our money is like tissue paper, according to Idi Amin's. It's tissue paper. So we should allow the country to continue declining because you want to fan your tribal ego, your tribal sentiments. It will never be better. It not go ever better for now. Can I get another amen in the house? It not go ever better for all of now. Like I said in the beginning of this video is not meant for the good Yoruba people. Oh. But you see those Yoruba people who think because Yoruba is in power that we are fighting Yoruba people, it not go ever better for you. You see those who believe, say, whenever it is South, it is because it is benefiting Yoruba. It will never be well for you. You see those people that they go to the market, they buy from the same place that those who are crying that things are hard. Yet you come back and said, we should give Tinubu 8 years. No go ever better for you.
It is not just only the Yorubas are saying that they must support Tinubu come 2027. Some people from Igbo land are encouraging our youth to vote for Tinubu. Look at this headline. And it says, Minister of Works, Umahi, urges Southeast to support President Bola Tinubu re-election for future Igbo presidency. This is exactly what we have been hearing for a very long time. They still want to use the same line of talk to convince Igbos to vote for Tinubu in 2027. Honestly, they don't cast because Igbos know better. Now, even Igbos, when it comes to election, like they are wise, check well anybody, any president in Nigeria that Igbos did not support, but eventually the person become president, that president will never perform very well. Just check it very well, because Igbos, we vote for competence, we vote for credibility, we vote for somebody that we know that will perform. We don't vote based on maybe where the person come from. No, the reason why like 80% of Igbos are supporting Peter Obi, because we know that Peter Obi will definitely perform well. Yes, we know that. Let's look at some reactions from Nigerians, like what they are saying concerning what the Minister of Works said about Igbos voting for Tinubu in 2027, that is going to create a pathway for Igbo presidency. So this person said, since 1999, Southeast don't they support others. They don't they put themselves for back seats. This our Igbo boy system supposed to be 5 or 7 years mass. But it be like say we don't dey serve Nigeria for over 20 years. Yet, Oga Nigeria no gree show us love. If after 2027 election, Nigeria no support Peter Obi to win, Southeast fit no trust Nigerians again. And this person said, we will stole some politicians in the 2027 campaign. So this person said, Igbo presidency, time to start yabbing about again. Because people are used to that. And this person said, ask this selfish man what he has done for Southeast since he became Minister of Work to convince Igbos to support his boss. How many roles has he awarded to Southeast as a Minister of Work to start with? Exactly. And this person said, him and his family will be enough for Tinubu. Igbos do not vote incompetence, individual, when it comes to presidency. Exactly. And this person said, no wonder some dreams do not come to pass. Please, how can I slap someone from my smartphone? Hey. And this person said, the same woman who once urged the Southeast to support Buhari in hopes of securing the presidency, where is he now? And what about Rogers? All of you will eventually fade into irrelevance because you never truly had the genuine interest of Southeasterners at heart. Exactly. So my people, that is it. There are still a lot of reaction concerning what the Minister of Work said. Anyway, I say make I bring this update to you guys. I hope you truly enjoy watching. I would love you guys to leave your thoughts in the comment section, especially what RUBEN Abati said today concerning Peter Obi, the North as well as 2027 election. I will see you guys in my next one. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye for now.